Hello, my beautiful friends of my YouTube channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Suzi and I love journaling, memory keeping. I also love to illustrate. I have a Patreon where I share my printables to decorate your beautiful journals and memories that you want to record. In this video, I will be decorating the cover of my hobonichi avec July-December. Yes, I finished the other half, the first half, January to June. It became super chunky. You can see that picture on my Instagram. I will be flipping through it very, very soon. I didn't get to record that video just yet, but look out for it because it is coming. And as you can see, for a change, I decided to decorate the cover instead of putting a cover on it. This might be a permanent change. I am a little bit over the whole spending a lot of money on the Hobonichi website buying covers. Yes, it is awesome, it is exciting, but I don't know. I never reuse those covers and they just get dirty and kind of they represent that period of they kind of fuse with that energy of that time period in my life where I don't even want to pick up and use the same cover. So with that being said, this is how we'll be doing it this time. I will put timestamps below if you want to jump to specific parts of the video. Because I will be sharing my illustrations for July, and then there will be the actual page setup for July and a little bit of journaling and gluing down some pictures. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider subscribing to my channel. I know I don't have a lot of content. I now am able to do about one video for YouTube and a little bit more content for my Patreon. I am so thankful for everybody who invests their energy and money to support my art. That helps me tremendously and encourages me to continue creating content and continue to pursue my passion, which is not only memory keeping and journals but also illustrating. I'm hoping that I can open my website. Oh my god, it's been my dream for a minute. So a special thank you for the Patreons of mine. It's such an awesome, supportive little community, and I feel so comfortable sharing more personal information and more personal content over there. I just have not enough thank yous and appreciation for my Patreons. So let's continue with the video. I also decided to glue a little bit of not motivational, but a question that I love to ask myself at the beginning of my journal, which is what kind of experience do I want to have in this upcoming 6 months of my life. This is also a little printable of mine, a sort of a reminder that I do have a lot of power in creating my everydays. So I love that I did that. And instead of my name, I put down I know who I am. This comes from Sarah Landon. If you follow me, you know that I've been so into her teaching and her books and everything. All the work that she does really resonates and inspires me. And this little girl that I also have in my July printables to cover up the 2023 calendar that I don't have no use for. And here are my printables for July. I was inspired by summer, vibrant colors, little doggies. I like to have smaller and bigger illustrations as well, even though I always have the mini versions. Stars and the moon, which is reoccurring. shapes and images in my illustrations. Lots of fruits and hats and flowers. I felt uninspired, but yet I came up with, I think, a lot of images that I ended up enjoying quite a lot. So I am going to be chopping these up so I can put down the days. But before then, I decorate the monthly page, which is by Lisa. She's also I am a Patreon of hers. Her illustrations are quite different than mine, and I love that variation. Here on this page, I got myself using it because I do print a lot of pictures and I don't know how to be selective with them. So whatever don't fit on my daily pages will be landing here. And I usually do not do them in a chronological order. I just don't want to lose them, and I don't want to waste more pages of this really lovely paper of the hobonichi, which I love. Even though I do have to mention that it did change a bit in my point of view. It is more transparent and watercolors dry a little bit differently on it, but it doesn't matter. I still love the hobonichi. And here on the, of course, the head of my little girl, she loves to help. I love to do the monthly pages of the hobonichi because it kind of sets the tone for the month. I try to put images, little quotes. I even return to this page often, so it is kind of unfinished. I like to leave a lot of blank space just so I can come back and put something motivational for the month or a quote that inspires me, keywords. I even sometimes fill it up with pictures, extra pictures. Yeah, I'll leave that a little bit blank. And I am going to come back to it later on and sprinkle it with some watercolor. Same for the monthly page. And I do want to mention that since I don't use the weekly spreads in my hobonichi, I figured out that I will be doing the same thing that I did with the other one. If you haven't seen those videos, I usually do those pages like I would be doing a vision board. Yes, a vision board. I cut out little pictures and decorate it like that. So I will be continuing doing that in this one. I am not filming it right now, but I already did it since I filmed this video at a specific date and I'm doing the voiceover like 2 weeks later. Just to give you a little idea how hard this video is coming together. But here I am just gluing down the days for about a week, and that I also like to do a week ahead. But of course, I am not on top of it as we speak. I am behind in my journal. But when I actually do it, I am way more motivated to sit down and journal. I also noticed that when I'm doing the watercolor splashes on my page, I like to turn them into little stars. I've been doing this for a minute and I can't seem to find anything else that pleases me more than doing this. I usually do 2 or 3 colors and I just cannot help it. While it's still wet, I do little stars. I feel like this gives my pages a little bit of dimension. If I don't do it, I just feel like something is missing, so I'm kind of addicted to doing this. Try it out for yourself, or let me know in the comments if you like to do little backgrounds on your pages or you like a clean look. Not that watercolor makes it look dirty. I think this also has to do with the creative journaling part, is being a little artistic and getting those artsy inclinations. I know we all have it, but that's definitely what it is for me. My favorite color combination when I'm doing these little dots is the yellow, the basic colors, the yellow, the blue, and either pink or red. And it is because at the mix, when these colors mix and I do the little legs of the stars, legs of the stars, you know what I mean, the colors combine and create new colors, so it's either green or purple. Yeah, I absolutely love it. After all my, or while my watercolors are drying, I'll be cutting out the illustrations that I want to glue down and the pictures. I didn't include that in the recording just because my video would be super long. I always cut out more stuff than I actually use. This again doesn't always have to do anything with what happened on that day. It just decorate and makes my pages more nice to look at. Like I said, I do take a lot of pictures, and to me, we don't have to be doing something extra or super special to pull out my camera and snap pictures. In fact, I absolutely love to capture the chaos or the mess or the things that others wouldn't consider taking pictures of, just because I know that in a year or maybe more, 5-10 years, when my kids are older, it will be kind of awesome to look back on how our place looked at with two small children, or where we lived at, how the place looked at. It's not always order. If you have kids, you know. So yeah, I have no shame. I am not embarrassed of taking such pictures, and yeah, I think it is actually quite fun. At the beginning of the month, we didn't really do too much. I kind of like to take that time to sit back, relax a little bit, take a breather. Just because the few days before the end of the other month, the previous month, I post all my illustrations, so I'm kind of low level stressed to get them out in time for my Patreons. So once I do that, the following few days, which are the beginning of the month, I like to relax and take it easy. Going to the park is one of my favorite places to recharge. It's also really good for the kids. Not they only love to run around, it makes them more tired. And particularly on the 3rd of July, we saw a lot of ladybugs. Actually, we see a lot of ladybugs this summer on the beach, in the park. Somehow they find a way to us. But this particular picture that I glued down on my page was this really unusual, kind of gingery looking bug. We were about to go home and the sun already set. It was like almost dark, and we noticed that there was a lot of these bugs just flying really, really close to the ground, and my curiosity kicked in and we had to catch a few of them. And at the beginning, they were really scared of these bugs, but I am working on my kids to not be scared, but be more curious. Of course, be cautious, but stay curious and not scream. Not all bugs bite. And I think that comes from the way I grew up. We had a garden. I mean, my parents still have it, but not a very big garden, but with a lot of flowers and trees and vegetables. And I spent my summers looking at the bugs, playing with them, especially ants and roly-polies and butterflies. So I kind of encourage my kids to be curious, stay curious, and not be scared of bugs and insects. So we caught a few and we took some pictures of them. Now you see me working on the monthly page, gluing down those extra pictures and decorating a little bit. I will be adding some watercolor splashes on this page as well. We got some Happy Meal from back home for all the birthdays from my husband and my kids. So my sisters included little rhinestones, sticky rhinestones, so we are covered in them. They are everywhere, and I took a picture of my daughter. She decorated her face and legs and arms. You probably can't see it because the picture is kind of tiny. Anyways, my video is slowly coming to an end. I hope you're enjoying your midsummer so far. You're enjoying your July, having a good time. I hope you stay inspired. And I also hope I inspired you to keep journaling or pick up your journal or start a journal. So, with that being said, I wish you the best and I will be talking to you very, very soon. Have a wonderful rest of July. Until next time, bye bye!